Y'all get it? Okay. See, things that become attached to you doesn't really think about the longevity. You know, it's kind of like a leech. A leech is just looking for life. Ooh, that's good. A leech is just looking for a blood source. A leech is not really thinking about how long it's going to live. It's just trying to get that blood source. And I often wonder how many of us have allowed things to securely attach itself to us and connect itself to us and have been something or someone's life source. This is heavy, y'all. Y'all ain't saying nothing in the comments. It's heavy tonight, y'all. Y'all talk to me. It's okay. We got to understand these principles. You guys know, like I've mentioned here at the Inner Chi Show, we love to have fun, and we love to have fun while learning. We're not perfect, but we're learning more about ourselves, and we're learning more about people, and we're also helping people understand themselves. Those of you who just turned into the Inner Chi Show, I am your wonderful host, Chi Smith. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are here every Tuesday from 6:30 to 7:30 Central Standard Time, Facebook page, BBC TV, as well as YouTube channel in Energy Therapy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today we're talking about attachments. What are you attached to? What have you allowed to become a life source to you? What's attached to you that's going into the next season of your life? What's attached to you? When you were born, when you came into this world, into this universe, you were already made whole. You were already made whole. The things that you encountered in this thing called life's journey shaped your attachments, shaped the agreements. See, going back to that analogy with me being little chubby wubby, not only did it attach to me, but somewhere in my subconscious, I agreed with that too. I agreed with that name. And so maybe, possibly, where we are today, we are just now learning about some of the attachments, some of the things that attach to us, because we made a subconscious agreement with it. So let's talk about some things that people generally attach themselves to. Okay? Money. Money. Now, there's nothing wrong with money. I love money. You love money. We need money. We need money. Let me give an example as it relates to the attachment, though. Depending on how a person may have grew up in whatever demographic area, part of the country, what have you, maybe money was scarce. And maybe the agreement that they made with themselves, or what they became attached with, was I would never be broke. And so when that thought became an attachment, the agreement was I will always do any and everything possible to ensure that I'll never be broke, that I'll never suffer, that my family would never be in lack. Then there's nothing wrong with that. But we have to make sure we understand, are we operating in a capacity to where these attachments and these agreements, these belief systems, these behaviors are beneficial? That's the question. What are you attached to, and has it become beneficial to you? Okay? We have attached ourselves to people. Maybe individuals are operating in the spirit of loneliness. And so subconsciously, the agreement that they've made with themselves is, I'll never be alone. So they're always at the latest event. They always got a boo. They're always with somebody. They're always on the phone with somebody. Every time you call them or every time you see them, they're with someone. People can be an attachment because of the agreement that you made with yourself and your spirit subconsciously. Okay? Food. Oh boy. Wow, 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 wow. Food. What type of agreement have you made with food? Is it a good agreement? Are you, do you live to eat or are you eating to live? Is food so life to you that you're currently experiencing some health challenges? Or when you get into a particular emotional state, we run to food. See, we have to understand you are absolutely supposed to have a relationship with food, but what is the relationship? See, in most relationships, you set those boundaries and those expectations and say, these are the do's and the don'ts, right? This is what I like. This is what I don't like. This is a trigger for me. It's a pet peeve, what have you. See, food can't talk back, but you can have a conscious agreement with yourself to say, I am aware of everything that goes in my mouth. I am aware not only of everything that goes in my mouth, but I also understand the nutrients of everything that I'm putting in my mouth, because everything I put in my mouth is going to create the right energy and the right source internally. Okay? What's your agreement with food? Designer brands. Oh boy. She don't talk about my Gucci. Don't talk about my this. Don't talk about my that. I'm not. I'm not. But what I will ask you is, what is your attachment? See, some people have to have designer everything in order to feel secure, in order to feel valued, validated. What's your agreement with designer brands? Are just a pair of jeans not good enough? You have to have this brand of jeans. You have to have this brand of X. There's no judgments on here with the Energy Show, guys. We're understanding our attachment. Is it a healthy attachment? What are you attached to? And is it healthy? Is it going to help you get to the next journey? Is it going to help you get to the next level? Education. Now, ain't nothing wrong with education. I'm all down for the education. She gets the education. But here's the question. Are many of us going back to school? Are many of us getting these certifications, getting this, getting that, getting this, getting that? Because it's really going to ignite the next level of your career, of your business. Do you need this for your current place of employment? Will you get a raise if you get this degree? Or are you challenged with maybe an attachment or an agreement of someone telling you that you weren't smart enough, right? Maybe you struggled in school growing up. So the way that you validate yourself, the way that you have allowed these agreements to happen is, I'm going to always be learning. I'm going to always be in a position to where whenever someone turns around, I'll have a wall full of plaques and diplomas and certifications and all of that. Because maybe the attachment was, I didn't do well in school. So I'm going to prove it to myself and I'm going to prove it to my family. Right? Now, if you are a lover of knowledge, like myself, there's nothing wrong with that. Because the more knowledge that you find, the truth you shall find as well. But let's be clear, we may know quite a few people who every time you turn around, they're just going back to school and getting this and getting that and getting. Is it adding any value? Is it adding any value?